Iron Man is VR. So, you know that feeling you get when you play something like Anthem? You know, it's the Iron
Yeah.
Man game you wanted all along. Well, now you are Iron Man, literally flying and using the repulse blasters. You know, using your hands because your hands are your only controls. Using your hands to actually guide where you go in I'm going to call it space, but in the sky, really.
Yeah, in air.
Yeah, in the air, because Iron Man guides himself with his hands. Like the repulsor on his hands is what pushes him in the air, and so you actually have to do that. So if you want to move left, you actually turn your hands so that your body moves left. Turn your hands the other way, and your body moves right. Or if you want to go up, you put your hands straight down, so the repulsors are pushing you up, and you can do the same if you put your hands up in the air. It pushes you down. And then of course you got your repulsor blasts, and there's different abilities you get as you play through the game. But Iron Man VR it really does feel like you're Iron Man, and that freedom of movement. I was worried going into this game that it would be difficult to control, because
Yeah.
with PSVR, as normal, you don't have thumbsticks, right? Everything has to be done with just the Move controllers, with zero thumbsticks in order to move you in space. So here you're using your hands to move around in space, and then if you double click the thrusters, it actually sort of does a thrust move and moves you really, really fast in whatever direction you're moving. So you can use that like to dodge incoming blasts from the enemy, which I did poorly here. This video you're seeing right now is literally from Chapter 1. I didn't want to spoil any of the story, but I thought this kind of gave a really good show of what this game feels like to play. And as you watch me in the video approaching the airplane and flying up and around the airplane, that is actually me controlling it. It is that beautifully simple to control. Like, I literally felt like I was flying around this airplane in Chapter 1. And it was that easy to actually navigate. And that was my worry going in, that it wouldn't be easy to navigate. And it really, really is. It is absolutely fantastic. And then they throw in great little VR things where you actually have to grip something with your hands and move it out of the way, or pull something off, you know. So it kind of takes the flight out of your hands, locks you into one location, and then you use your hands to do something, to grip something. So
How is the like the Marvel aspect of it? Like, is this tied to any particular Marvel storyline or anything like that? Is it an existing one, or was it written for just this? Does it feel like you are Iron Man, or does it feel like you're just a guy wearing a suit that has Iron Man's powers?
I don't quite understand the question. Like, you are Iron Man. It does feel like you're Iron Man.
But like as you're playing it, do you feel like you're part of the MCU?
The MCU?
With this?
It's hard to say. It may be more along the lines of this fits more in with the Square Enix Marvel, which isn't really MCU. I mean, it is sort of a standalone story, so it could fit into somewhere into the MCU. Like, I don't feel like it's out of place, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen sometimes where they're like, where you're this person, and it feels like they're pigeonholing, like Iron Man into this story because they wanted to make an Iron Man game, but it could have just been any flying suited,
No, this is definitely Iron Man.
Okay.
It's definitely Iron Man. You know, the characters are all in it. Pepper Potts is in it. Your Malibu mansion is in it. There are sections in the game where you're actually walking through the Malibu mansion, and you get to look at all these things and learn a little bit more about Tony Stark, and right. So there's nothing in this where I feel like I'm learning something brand new to me, because I do know Tony Stark from the movies. So it does feel like I'm just jumping into this world that you've kind of always wanted to be a part of. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it is. I don't feel like I'm jumping into something I don't understand. I feel like I'm jumping right into being Iron Man, and it feels great. I really wish you could, it's hard to describe the 3D aspects of VR. I say that every time because it really is. Having this environment feel like you're flying through the air or even around this plane
Yeah.
in full 3D, like looking up and seeing this massive plane above your head as you expertly navigate around the plane feels so amazing. And it's and my fears were alleviated in how simple the controls are to navigate him in space. It's so beautiful. So absolutely, if you're a Iron Man fan, if you have PSVR, you have to play this game. This is a must play for PSVR. Absolutely, you got to check it out. It's actually really good.
They've done one that actually fits well, and it doesn't feel like, gimmicky.
No, it doesn't feel gimmicky at all. Like, they're using PSVR to the fullest extent that PSVR allows, and I think they've done it well. I mean, there are limitations to PSVR, but they've done the best they can with that hardware. And it feels like you are Iron Man. It's absolutely fantastic.
Copy.
Enemies inbound.
Pepper, come in.